Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button, put some motherfucking Coach K full court pressure on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live or upload a video. And once again, this is your boy, the one and only E Thriller. Welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Andy Ruiz pretty much won unanimously last night and went all 12 rounds against Chris Arreola. What turned out to be a pretty damn good fight, in my honest opinion, because coming into it, I did not anticipate it being that competitive. But Chris Arreola did a hell of a job, man. I mean, he caught Andy early and often with that 1-2 combination. He kept countering him, and he knocked Andy Ruiz down a couple of times. You understand what I'm saying? And it looked like from that point on, that's when the fight ensued, and Andy just said, fuck it, I'm just going to put caution into the wind. I'm going to keep pressuring Chris Arreola. I'm going to put mental pressure on him, physical pressure as well. I'm going to keep jabbing to the midsection. I'm going to keep coming over the top with that 1-2-3 combination, and it looked like he has perfected that combination with Eddie Reynoso, man. Shout out to Eddie, because he had Andy looking pretty damn quick, pretty damn fast. He showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of resilience. He didn't look that great, in my honest opinion, because, look, man, outside of battling or facing adversity during that fight, if Andy were to get caught with that punch from a Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua, or hell, even a Tyson Fury, it's night-night, y'all. It's going to be night-night. It won't end well for Andy. So he's going to have to clean that shit up before he even think about getting into the ring with a Deontay Wilder. But if he can pressure a Deontay Wilder the way that he pressured Chris or Anthony Joshua in that first fight, then, you know, I still think it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a pick'em fight. All I'm saying is I don't know if he want to get caught like that by a big-time heavyweight. But having said all of that, it was a pretty damn good fight. I enjoyed the fight card. I don't know why it was on pay-per-view, but shout out to Al Heyman, shout out to the PBC for putting on a pretty damn good night of boxing, I must say so. I was also entertained by that DAZN card this past weekend. I think it came on sometime yesterday afternoon, so I pretty much had a pretty damn good weekend watching the sport of boxing, man. So shout out to them. But Andy, man, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing him rematch AJ for a third time if this Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight doesn't take place, because every other day it is something else, y'all. Whether that's Eddie Hearn saying that the fight is on, whether that's Frank Warren said, hell, we don't know, whether that's Bob Arum coming out and shitting on the entire process by saying the fight is dead in the water. So who knows, man? Who knows? I hope the fight happens, but if the fight don't happen, then why not AJ versus Ruiz part 3? Or why not Andy versus the Deontay Wilder if he can't get that Tyson Fury trilogy? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just going to throw them fights out there, man, because the heavyweight division is pretty damn, clear. We know who the top 4 heavyweights are. It's Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Andy Ruiz. That's it. That's it. So I'm kind of glad that this WBA title eliminator happened last night, so we got a little bit more clarity on what direction the heavyweight division is going to go. Now we're just basically waiting on Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, or Tyson Fury versus a Deontay Wilder. We don't know, man. But last night, Andy looked pretty damn. He looked solid. He looked solid. I won't give him an A plus. I give him a C plus, because I feel like he shouldn't have been in a dogfight with Chris Arreola, because every time I watch him fight, it seems like he get his ass kicked. So for him to come out and put on that show that he put on last night, and I know he got hurt in the middle round, so I think that also played into how the fight ended up going towards the later rounds and the championship rounds, because he really didn't have anything left. And it seemed like his stamina started to wane a little bit towards the end too. So I got to give credit where credit is due, though. Andy looked like he was in good shape. It looked like he stayed off the fucking nachos and the taquitos coming into the fight. So let's just see how he will continue to build with Eddie Reynoso. But once again, those are my thoughts, man. Y'all drop y'all's below. Who did y'all have winning that fight? Of course, I had Andy winning it pretty convincingly in the later stages of the round, but that's just my personal opinion. I want to know y'all's. And once again, this is your boy E Thriller. Hit that like button on your way out. Till next time, I'm gone. Holla.